User participation represents unique and radical empowering of the audience. One example of this, I was recently shown Apple's new TV service. I don't know if anyone here has seen it. And of course, being Apple, the design was beautiful, and that did not surprise me. But what did surprise me was to see YouTube alongside the traditional TV brands of ITV, Channel 4, and the BBC. For the first time, the estimated 60 million video clips on YouTube was available in your living room next to the very limited choice offered by those traditional TV brands. So how might this user participation evolve, and what impact will it have on traditional media businesses? Well, I'm afraid I don't know, of course. I don't have any easy answers, but I do know we need to be prepared, and we have to participate, because it's what an ever larger proportion of our audiences are doing with an ever larger proportion of their time. And media organizations that dismiss user participation do so at their peril. So what do we need to get right to enable us to succeed in this very different landscape, where children face an ocean of choice? Can we realistically continue to provide fresh and distinctive and creative programs that are loved by every child in the UK? I think we can, but only if we pursue the right strategy and realise the unique opportunities provided by the move to Salford. So I have a checklist of 7 priorities, and I make no claims to this list beyond it's what I'm trying to do in children's. And I hope that a number of these also feel relevant to the challenges your businesses face. So first, be relentlessly audience-focused and open. I think we have to have world-class understanding of children and to use these insights to develop and shape content they will love. We need to be open to children's ideas, feedback, and criticism. We should use the web to tap into the collective creativity of children, and by working with them, strengthen our services for them. Secondly, focus on services that audiences really love. And by love, I mean content that they will rush home from school to see, that they will enthusiastically recommend to their best friend at school. These are programs and websites that create that invaluable playground buzz, and I think only content that's truly loved by its audiences, that's sought out in that ocean of choice, will forge loyalty. So value, not share, should be our key metric of success. Third, and this is a touch controversial in the BBC, do less but do it better. Or put another way, seek to compete on quality, not quantity. I think in a world of great choice, it is only the distinctive, the original, and the excellent that gets noticed. Sarah Jane Adventures, the Doctor Who spin-off on CBBC, is a shining example. It's the top-rated show on the CBBC channel, and by a huge margin, the most-watched programme on the CBBC iPlayer. And it is because it is extraordinarily good. And in the last 3 years on CBBC, we've reduced the volume of original programmes by about half on a flat budget in order to improve the quality. Next, adopt a multi-platform approach to creating and distributing content. By multi-platform, I mean considering all the possible manifestations of an idea at the genesis of that idea. For example, web, television, mobile phone, radio, interactive TV, possibly including merchandising, live show, or music as well. At BBC Children's, we're adopting a fully multi-platform approach to each of development, commissioning, and production. Fifth, I'm getting there, innovate and learn, multi-platform, on-demand, social media. These are all largely unexplored. They're also very young phenomena, each of which will experience and facilitate tremendous innovation in the coming decade. Young media change fast. In a period of uncertainty, smart companies innovate. They urge radicalism and they learn fast from both successes and failures. And this is why CBBC has launched a number of deliberately innovative properties over the last few years, many of which exist only on our websites. I'll show you one of these in a moment, called Bugbears. Sixth, embrace technology. Effective technical skills and infrastructure are essential. Today, our content needs to be fragmented, syndicatable, and rights managed. We need publication engines and content management systems. My predecessors in BBC Children's did not need to worry about all this impenetrable jargon, but I know it matters, and that great technologists who can deliver these things are amongst our most valuable staff. In many ways, technologists are the new creatives. It's striking that Yahoo, Bebo, Google, YouTube, Wikipedia, MySpace, many other examples I could cite, were all created by software engineers, not traditional content people. So ensuring that technical staff work closely with traditional content creators, I think, will be one of the most effective ways we can deliver the radical innovation that we need. Finally, seventh, and without this nothing else will happen, nurture talent. I've already said, but it is worth repeating, competing to attract, retain, and motivate the most talented people is the most important thing we have to get right. And in particular, I think we need to cherish the innovators and the mavericks. And I appreciate that in these credit crunch times, some of these priorities may feel a little abstract or distant when the urgency is on cash flow and revenue. I understand this, and whilst the BBC is not dependent on advertising income, we are in the middle of some pretty tough efficiency targets. However, I believe we all share the need to focus simultaneously both on the immediate and the long term. So you may be thinking, this is all very well, but how does it help us attract and retain talented people? Before I turn to that, let me show you some examples of some programs we offer children on CBBC. That's the service for 6 to 12-year-olds.
Then let the challenge begin.
Boom, boom.
Gee, boy. Hello there, I'm Sonali. Woo!
I'm Richard. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Let's get on with the show.
The 21st century faces a new kind of threat.
Controlled explosion.
Old school spies have had their day, and MI9 must create a new breed of skilled undercover agent.
What was that?
I found it.
Welcome to MI High.
You three are going to be very busy saving the world.
The name's Moon. Everyone calls me Half Moon. I'm Detective Moon, actually. There's always a mystery to solve in St. Jerome's. If you've had something stolen, I think I can help. I'm a detective. It's taken 2 long years of blood, sweat and tears, learning everything from fingerprinting to forensics, criminology to crime scenes. That's Red Shark.
You really reckon Half Moon can find my mobile?
We can find your mobile.
A good detective doesn't do the job for thanks. He does it for truth and justice.
You're a bit weird, aren't you?
Have you had an accident that wasn't your fault? Suffered a personal injury or sickness? Then you could have been cursed by a witch. Yes, her.
Wasn't me.
Yes, it was. She's old and warty and looks a bit evil, don't you think? So get in touch with us at Witchfinders Direct. We'll find some innocent old woman and blame her for it.
My name's Steve Factual.
You can call me Steve.
I'm on a mission to find the Deadly 60. That's 60 deadly creatures. I'm traveling all over the world.
And you're coming with me every step of the way. This has turned into a serious situation. I can't go upstream, I can't go downstream. It's as though he knows he's blocking my exit. He's turned and he's coming for me.
Go, 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 go. Let's tunnel.
That just shows you why hippos have to be on the Deadly 60.
Right, what have we got here? The Falconator in Grant in Scotland.
I want to invent the Falconator so that I can drive down the rocks, mud and sand to get to the beach to shoot custard at my dad.
That is a very good idea.
The wheels buckled and snapped off.
It's not going to fit in the pram. What we need is a brake testing contraption. I've got a good feeling about this. They laughed at Newton, they laughed at Einstein. Yeah, we're going to change the world now with custard brakes, see? I think we just made an incredible scientific discovery, Grant.
Yeah.
What have we found?
Rubber is the best brake ever.
Here it is!
The world needs a new superhero, and over the coming weeks, we will be deciding which one of you that is. Are you ready for the journey of a lifetime?
Yeah!
This is where our superheroes will spend the next 4 weeks. Are you ready for this?
Perfect superhero living.
Each week, we must decide which superhero will be returned back to their secret identity and leave the lair for good. Or will our superheroes stop to help those in need? Or will their race to the finish line prove just too important to them? Congratulations, you correctly spotted the old lady in need of help.
I want to be superhero. Yes.
So here we are on Paradise Island in our very own cafe. And sorry about the mess. And the green screen, and the lack of exteriors. We're in production.
Let's get this show on the road.
Can't wait. But first, let's meet the gang.